Hey everyone, and welcome. This is going to be a round of 32 match here from the ESL Open, number 91. EU in the top left. As our red Protoss player, give it up for the one, the only, Sidestorm's MaxPax at the bottom right. As the blue Terran. Gumiho. MaxPax scouting out. As you will. As has been done before. As tradition. MaxPax pins a little SCV Harasserino. Nom 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 nom. Those sick hit points falling off of the SCV. Roll back to regenerated. Back into battle mode. Take a couple hits now. Poor hull damage. Calculate. From MaxPax. Advance his shields once more. Gumiho is opening Marine, not Reaper. We're safe. Second CC on the high ground. Factory. Oh, okay, he's going to get a reactor. Bank up that thick, sick gas. Then we should factory very short. MaxPax. For his part, getting up the cyber core. Rallying into gas. And like we're gonna have a long macro game ahead of us. Long macro game. Everyone taking defensive postures. Yeah, more Marines from Gumiho. Could see a 2-base play eventually, but given that we didn't, I mean, we don't have the second CC down. It was forced to be built in the main, and we're not seeing, you know, racks number 2 or 3. I think it's just going to be a harass of Widow Mines or Hellions or something from the factory starport. Then maybe a light bio push as we record a late game. Woo Twilight Council finishing up for MaxPax. MaxPax, son of Beastie Cutie,
I am here.
has rapidly emerged as one of the best players in StarCraft 2 for the past several years. Equivalent to Raynor and Clem, but I think Raynor and Clem have been a mite more successful. MaxPax if you get results, but he's definitely equivalent. Yep, Shades away for his life. Will it make it? Shields are gone, and it will make it out with no hull damage. Gumiho going to cloak in a Banshee. Prism. Blink. Coming out for MaxPax. Aggressive play. Some degree from MaxPax. The Banshee Brass comes out from... Yeah, so this is real interesting. This is one of the rare PvP builds as far as harassment. You know, you're used to seeing Widowmine drops, you're used to seeing Hellion drops. The Banshee play, very rare. And That's partly because Blink Stalkers can shut it down pretty quickly. There's going to be an ops out for MaxPax by the time this Banshee arrives. Fresh Warpin will deal with this in short order. Already a Stalker here to meet it, and the Banshee is right-clicked over. It's going to take a couple pot shots for free. First couple probes have fallen, but here comes the odds. Meantime, MaxPax pushing in, but deflected by the siege tank on the high ground. Very, very, very nice. It totally wasn't on the high ground. It was on the low ground. It's going to pin back the second Banshee. MaxPax microing effectively with his Stalker back home, carrying 5 probe launches, which is still a decent amount for a Banshee, but, you know, not stellar. MaxPax takes the tank. Combination of Blink and Prism Micro, saving the Stalkers. As soon as they're less than comfortable with these trade, get the heck out of there. Once more. And now this Marine sounds looking like tiny. Oh man. Well, I mean, with the help of the SCP, yeah, they can kind of win this engagement, but so many losses for the Terran. 6 SCVs down, and not to mention even further, meaning it's not going to be able to attack anytime soon. I mean, he could all in, like, pull most of his workers and just YOLO across the map. But I don't know how wise that would be. If he kills all the Stalkers, MaxPax going for a prime and the sustained push. Gumiho coming in with the Banshee's cloak. And 2 Banshees infinitely more powerful than 1. 8, 9 probe kills, and both of them are going to survive. Are they though? They are going to survive. The Obs not quite able to catch up. Yeah, it doesn't have ob speed, so that's unfortunate. MaxPax probably not going to be able to find further gain, but natural could be a different story. Only 1 tank up as second tank into position. MaxPax doesn't want to throw this. He doesn't want to blink up to the high ground and take 2 tank shells and die to the Marines. Gotta be careful about how he plays this. I'm flying blind in the Terran base, but here come the Invisible Men to wreck Gumiho's day. I mean, they could become an Archon, but there's no missile turret. Okay, there's a Raven. There's literally a Raven on my screen. Never mind. Oh, he could go into the main. The Raven back, I suppose. Okay, well, the Raven's full position above the natural, so alright, 1 DT goes into the main. It will be able to cause some damage. Second stays on the low ground. Here we go. Bait on the ground. MaxPax hoping goes unnoticed, but clean up on the low ground. Going forward, MaxPax actually worked it. He got the tank, but he lost everything else. Down to 27 army supply. That's not great. Gumiho ahead in workers, feeling the ever-living heck out of this 3rd command center. MaxPax flies the Prism to the left. Quickly ground back home finally. Stalkers look very vulnerable. It. Threatening position, but not really any MaxPax to harm you right now. Tank count's just too dang high at 4. With the Raven flying cover, and you got Banshees and Vikings. It's a very robust Terran Time Marauder count as well. And yep, What did I say? MaxPax leaving his stalkers out in the open. Loses 4 of them. Gumiho prepping for the next round of pressure. MaxPax moving out. Dropping a 4th Nexus. DT Blink starting up for MaxPax. MaxPax moves to high ground. Gumiho. Maybe gonna take down these rocks and push through the choke, but I don't think he'll be able to with his Protoss force intercepting on the high ground. Okay, he's gonna cross the bridge. He's gonna cross the Rubicon here. Caught in a choke. He gets massive Protoss splash damage. The forward team falls. Rear one tower deploying back are out of energy. Meaning these guys are about to go very orange and very red next time they have to stim, which will be very soon. Partial stim, forward marauders. MaxPax, I think, is just gonna let this get small. Is he though? No. Low ground. What that means is undoing. Gumiho, next to kill on the Nexus. MaxPax running around the bottom of the map. Boom! Sell it down. Bunch of Marines cut up into pieces. Gumiho. Besides, you know what? I sniped the 4th. That's enough. I'm not gonna get greedy. I want to sip some hot cocoa by the fire for a couple minutes. Just chillax. Just reflect on what's gone on. Backpack. Bio units. Maintains the defensive posture. Just deflecting as Gumiho continues to poke in. Gumiho. Moving up the center now. 8 SCVs carved up. But is that really enough? Gumiho, despite losing 8 SCVs, still ahead 7 workers plus mules. MaxPax. Bunch of disruptors on the field. Getting ready to Gumiho. Second Gumiho chooses to spin. This is a death trap. MaxPax will rain hellfire from the high ground. Down before the fight even starts. Second tank mortally wounded. Again, the medevac's very taxed here. Get the general line down. Outside taking fire. But he'll live through their ordeal. He'll continue to fight on. Gumiho. Massive wave of reinforcements to the front, and as you take a look at the raw numbers, it's hard to find a way for MaxPax back into this game. Like, it's just a numbers thing. It's about the disruptors. That is the path. The disruptors next turn this around. If they do not, well, GG. Third under catching fire. The Baja Blast. Spencer is holding it down. But just plus workers falling each side. Carnage. But I think Gumiho has the better of this by far. Gumiho way in the lead, and again, always the possibility for disruptor hits to totally reverse things. More and more ground. Now facing a drop in the main. Stalkers caught up, not engaging correctly. 20 more probes have fallen. With Velocity's base, that's pretty much it. MaxPax can YOLO across the map and try to kill all the parent buildings. That's like the last resort left to him. Does finally clean up the drop in the main, but still multiple armies of Gumiho to engage. Oh, well, okay, you know what? If he catches one of the armies, should be able to clean it up. Shadow Stride, that's a lot of army supply cleaned up off the map from Gumiho. They were about 50 apart at the start of this latest series of skirmishes. That gap has now closed to roughly 15 army supply, and that's not boding well for Gumiho. Is MaxPax actually going to be able to reverse that? That would be it would be incredible. He's got to kill off multiple bases of Gumiho. Gumiho has extra orbitals now, and we'll be able to supplement lost SCVs with additional meals, as well as, you know, just replace his command center very quickly if it's lost. He can just... Okay, alright, that's one of those purification novas we were talking about. A dang near perfect hit from MaxPax, evening the odds, well, even more. Wait, MaxPax is taking the long way around. This better be in it. Oh man, he's just kind of chilling at the vision blockers. He needs to play aggressively. I don't know if MaxPax knows exactly how behind he is.
From the shadows I come.
Yes, he does, but here we go. Big tank shots for Gumiho. Looks like he's going for the base race. Maybe a little bit worried about MaxPax's disruptor control. Certainly taking casualties so far. Well, command center's burned down. Not too many SCVs falling though. And as we noted, Gumiho can just kind of take this expansion, right? There is a decent on it. That's leaving enough to clean up. Oh, Gumiho pushing into the disruptors as well as the Colossi. AI trying to go out of this choke point, you know, and we can't pay for have a program to flood out. But it's doing the job. 11 more probes lost for MaxPax. Sub 20 worker count for the Protoss 2 base. He's got to go now if he wants to win this game. He's engaging very, very, very well. Dukes on the field for Gumiho. Well, a lot of the supply is used up medevacs and Vikings. But the Ravens are going to take away back to the zero of the Colossi and the Disruptor. The Shadow Stride clean up the ground army though. GG is called. It's not enough. Gumiho emerges victorious. Map number 1. MaxPax facing a tough map in game number 1. It was kind of this passive agreement to go to late game from both the players. No one played ultra aggressively until like the 7-minute mark. I mean, we saw a Banshee harass that was quite successful from Gumiho, but I wouldn't call that a full play, you know. It definitely gave the lead hit, so you can't fault him for it, for sure. MaxPax, preview. MaxPax winner of the NA Open for 91. I don't know about EU, but I seem to recall that. Okay, so MaxPax actually the favored player here. And 80% win rate or something against Gumiho. Very nice. Very nice. But Gumiho in the lead this time. another fresh and ready Marine opener from Gumiho, opposed to, you know, the slightly more common Reaper opener. Shout out MaxPax. MaxPax finishing up the Cyber Core at home. Second Nexus almost halfway done. Gumiho grabbing the second seat. Factory under construction for Gumiho, and this is looking very deja vu to game number 1, but we need a Reaper in Divergence. See what this puppy can do. Twilight down for MaxPax. Well, yeah, I'd call this Reaper a success. For sure this Reaper is a success. Oh my god, Gumiho's like giving up, he doesn't care. Apathetic Gumiho. It's like you ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged? It's like apathetic Celtic Guardian in face down defense mode. Like I don't care. Emo Celtic Guardian attack mode. Dear Maria, count me in. Anyway. There's like the soul of a joke in there. Just to appreciate the effort. Gumiho grabbing himself a Banshee. Barracks under construction. Another Prism Blink play from MaxPax. Yeah, this map is really giving me deja vu. This is like almost. It's a parallel universe game number 1. Catch my drift. Hellion play gets intercepted by MaxPax. Trying to reposition, is trying to scam out some kind of kill somewhere by dropping the MaxPax has on it. Well, it just failed. It just epically failed. MaxPax is absolutely shut this bad boy down. No, in the red. Like 2 shots. Out goes the Prism. Well, I guess by the same token, this Prism was scouted by Gumi, right? So he has time to defend. He can prepare to defend against this. Him starting up. But will it finish? Probably. MaxPax is going in the natural. Okay, he changed his mind. There's a missile turret for Gumiho. Will the Prism deploy in time? It will not. It's 5 missile turret. For that. Tank deploys. Prism picked up and Gumiho. Grabbing a third base. Why did I say that? It's MaxPax grabbing a third base. I don't know. My mind's kind of like all over the place today. I had to go through something very stressful. And I feel better now. I feel much better now that we've covered this, but I'm still kind of dwelling on it. So I think I'll be better by tomorrow. I actually got to a very late start during these day-night casts because today because of said event. I really don't want to pose what it was. It won't happen again. Let's put it that way. I dealt with it. It's now over. One of my most difficult things I've ever done in my life. So happy I got through that, and I feel like the casts are going to be picking up now that it is done. The Banshee apparently killed off 6 probes off screen as my brain is working at subpar function, but stalkers are being repelled. Is Gumiho going to go for an all-out attack here, or is he just going to position the defender? Looks like it's going to be an all-out attack. 3 more racks at home for Gumiho, +1 finishing up. Is Gumiho gonna keep advancing? It's up in the air right now, for sure. It's up in the air. This is like The Office when Jim and Pam are like, you know, you don't know. Like, Pam's still got a boyfriend, Jim's still just memeing and dreaming and being a sad boy. Like, will they? Won't they? Will they? Won't they? That's Gumiho's army right now. Will it? Won't it? I couldn't sit at that location the whole game, just like let MaxPax kill all of Gumiho's buildings, not care. They're just like a defected army to go rogue. Gumiho keeps trying to box click them, but it's like, this belongs to an allied player. They need to share control. Damn you, DRG. You've done this. Okay. Gumiho has decided he actually won't. He'll chase the prism all the way back, kill it, and then still retreat. MaxPax has a kind of attack going, but is not enough to attack with. Gumiho will Shrek that army if it tries to move in. MaxPax coming in. Too natural. Picked off. More disruptors spinning into action. MaxPax. Will he utilize them though? Will he provide us with content to cast? Armor finishing for the Protoss. Let's call out the production varsity. Yeah. Q2 on the way for Gumiho and vehicle weapons. These guys they're taking their sweet time to engage. They've got a lot of money on the line. This match actually isn't for money. It's round 32. Payouts start round 8, but you know. You don't want to die this close to the payouts. Blink forward with the stalkers, picks off the medevac. Read the retreat option for Gumiho's right army. MaxPax cuts it down, and we saw this a lot in game number 1 as well. I mean, he did lose game number 1, but it was a very strong fight, and he was very good at dividing and conquering when Gumiho. He won most of his engagements. He just didn't have the economy to back it up. Gumiho got a lot of economic advantage. Oh my god. One of the medevacs goes down. I think there were 2 tanks loaded inside of that. MaxPax grabbing a forge, continuing to pump out disruptor after disruptor. Dark Shrine dropped for a red player. We saw how effective those Shadow Stride DTs can be in the late when we did our last map. Gumiho chilling out on the Cadence now, but slowly inching out his fourth. Gumiho is looking quite impenetrable. MaxPax he's making me nervous, man. Like actually nervous. He's not patrolling here. He's not even ship clicking. He's just moving his units back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He's looking around for Terran weak spots or oncoming attacks. You know, he's trying to loosey-goosey, but just be wild with his positioning to see if he can catch something. But fishing expedition. Definitely nerve-wracking for the caster. 3-3 on the way for Gumiho. Ship weapons as well. MaxPax moving up to 5 base. Behind the pressure. Gumiho sitting on 4. This is still a very good game. Much more than game number 1. I like that very subtle poke up the range I did to see if we could pick off a sentry or something, lagging around in the background. A disruptor for ultra lucky. MaxPax. Like he going to be able to potentially cancel fresh command center disruptor against the radar tower. I don't think that was the hope. I think he was hoping to hit this tank, but he gets the radar tower. Consolation prize. The participation trophy. It's like, you fired the disruptor shots. Here, have a free radar tower. Wow. Fusion core from Gumiho. Another 3 starboards going down. This could be Liberator range. It could be DC. Gumiho might just be mad about it. Most likely lib range though. I guess we'll find out in a couple moments. Out pops Shadow Stride, out pops for forward tanks falling for Gumiho. Have to wait a bit to see what pops out of the northern focuses on the engagement rather than production. About to pop to the turn, but not quite here yet. 10 seconds still left on armor. No major engagement happens during the lag time. 10 Shadow Stride DTs. MaxPax should be rushed to the front in short order. Third falls. Gumiho slowly losing ground here. Both players kind of sort of maxed. I mean, as close as you're going to get. But MaxPax has map control, and that can be huge. That can be a huge determining factor. Like, it is battle cruisers. It's triple battle cruiser production. Wow. I'm rather surprised by this. All right. It's gonna be tomato cannons all day. Another blink forward. Cuts down some Terran units, but MaxPax is ultimately forced back. 13 SCV stuff falling. No, Gumiho, like, isn't realizing this. happening. Okay, there's the scan, but ET's escape. This is such a scam. MaxPax moving back into the main army. This is relatively defended base. Ooh, Gumiho is falling apart. The battle cruisers might have been the wrong play. The Vikings doing well enough to deal with the Colossi. From the Shadow Stride, ETs once more. That's all in hand counting. Massive damage against the Terran. So close to production. Oh, actually, they're going to turn and fight, leaving huge parts of the island in twain and taking out the final thing. GG. MaxPax emerges victorious. Score is 1-1. It's been a series, folks. Been a series. This could be one of the longer ones we've casted so far. Batches of place. Solid. It's been some solid games. They weren't very back and pretty decisive. I'm actually in the gap. Has opened Marine past two. Go straight into Reap. About to find out. It's going yet again for a blue Terran player. MaxPax drops a second Nexus. Cybercore well on its way. Scouting probe should live here. Very nice. Gumiho getting up a timely second command center. And will we see another Banshee play? Will Gumiho be that stubborn that he's going to do a third double Banshee play? Bro, it's been successful for him once. It's utterly failed once. This is looking mighty similar to what we saw in the previous two games. MaxPax fades forward and adapt. Another adapt. Twilight Top. Will he go for yet another prison play? All we can do is issue conjecture. So my conjecture is going to be yes. Bunker finish. Yeah. Name. But it's ghosts. Some say still haunt the haunt. Natural. We hope. Third command center. Starport. One rack, one factory. Alright, Gumiho is switching things up for map number 3. Very cool, as is MaxPax. We have a Dark Shrine going down. It's gonna be cool. Soccer. Oh, go out. Well, I don't think so. I think this is going to be very... Okay, so the prism is on its way. Dark Shrine inching closer to completion. And the prism should arrive right as the Dark Shrine finishes. Bada bang, bada boom, you warp in for DT. Hit Gumiho hard and fast. From the shadows you come. Oh no, the Hellion scouts this. Okay. Gumiho's gonna be okay. He has a scan. I have a second scan in the main. About 13 more energy. First DT goes down. God, that scouting Hellion is so good. All the DTs cleaned up very effectively by Gumiho. That was a big loss for MaxPax. Big loss. MaxPax. Catch rate is big army bearing down on our red throat. Do anything sure to defend this push. No, and the couple units MaxPax does have are supposed to prison into the stage. Get in the next. Yeah. Burning Mule. Gumiho is only on 2 days from now. Could move out a third, but hasn't just yet. And the third of MaxPax has dropped. MaxPax pulling his Zerk and expanding to the other side. Gumiho evacuates with grace. Oh my god. What a rude guy standing right under the command center. Still not landing. Can land the CC. Okay, he lands the CC. +1 weapons, stim, combat shields, and Marauder Slow. All incoming for our Blue Terran, MaxPax. Starting up extended thermal lance, +1 on the way. Colossi popping out of the Robo. Comes Prism for some testing side. There is charge from MaxPax. Oh, Prism changed its mind. It's just gonna be a reinforcement Prism for now. Down goes the Cyclone. But Gumiho's found the rest of the army. He is chopping it down. Of course. The mine shot softens these guys up, but it might hit. And what? Nothing to do. Start lot run by. Water slow. So good. MaxPax does indeed move. Shooting distance, but it's clear if it'll be here. get the assist. So bad. Demoralizing. Okay, Gumiho. Prepping another push in. Remember, MaxPax, very favored here. Gumiho finally finishes off and she grinder, but accomplished her mission, finishing off the tank. Every precious little opponent bio or brave zealots are going to tank damage for the Colossi as they top off shields at the shield batteries, and that will be a hold for MaxPax. Goes to the mine. Oh. Being from the side. We'll be hitting just as a disruptor pops. Okay, okay, doesn't go all the way in, just splits off a Widow Mine. Keep playing Sissel Naka. And, yeah, remember that armor we talked about to maximize +2 upgrades? Oh, 2-2, oh, finished. For our blue Terran. Gumiho drops the name. Okay, Doom Drop might be a bit of a fib. That wasn't quite a Doom Drop, but it was a pretty hefty drop. Disruptors picked off by Gumiho. Close micro. And yeah, MaxPax is kind of stuck. He's now going up against a 4-base Terran on Nexus. Shadow Stride on the way to try and even things out. Armor starting up as well. And of course, we saw MaxPax's disruptor shots in the last game. They're very strong. And MaxPax not far enough behind that he can't use disruptor shots to get back in this game. But he is down 70 arms, so it's staying near close to being insurmountable. Gumiho is Max starting to build a bank behind his push. Max is going to have to cancel the fourth again, and this is just looking very dire. He needs to get disruptor hits into this bio. It needs to be close to perfect every single shot, and then he needs to counter across the map. If he doesn't do that, he doesn't do any of those things, he's dead. Gumiho coming in, sniping the Colossus. The defense of the Natural is holding strong for now. The defense of the third all but crumbled, and this is where the bulk of MaxPax's mining is still happening. Shield batteries have fallen. The final soccer falls to the mineral line. Disruptors spin into action, trying to help things along. AG is called. Gumiho, 2-1 victory against the favored player in MaxPax.